Alright guys, welcome back to episode 5 of the Highs and Lows series on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. So, if you guys already forgot, the end of the last episode, we went ahead and completed the MCW 6.8. And today's episode, we went ahead and completed the next marksman rifle, the MTZ Interceptor. So we'll show you guys right now. So there you go. We have got it nice and gold. So now we have, I believe, 3 of the 4 marksman rifles complete. Yeah, so all we have left is the DM56. So just to give you guys a quick update on the account as of right now. We are now level 50. We'll go ahead and check the stats real quick. We are level 50, and our stats have changed a little bit. We've played 67 games, which means it took us 9 games from the end of the last episode to get the MTZ Interceptor up to gold. So honestly, did not take as long as I thought it would. You can see we're at 9 hours and 57 minutes, so just about at 10 hours played. And then like you can see, highest kills per game, 51. So that may or may not have spoiled it, but we do get our highest kill game so far. That is something that you guys will see as of right now. Again, jumping into our first match of the episode, we have got a Skid Row TDM, and we are going in here with the highs and lows first and foremost. So we got a nice little turn on with a pistol, leading into a little bit of a hip fire there. Moving on to a nice single piece through that window and onto a final kill there. So we ended up going 17 and 14 in the first game with the no attachment MTZ Interceptor. And our next game is a hardpoint on terminal. Again, not really any attachments on there. We absolutely spit on that first guy. We get one in the bookstore, get a second. And then I believe we come around here and then one tap headshot. And that is something that you guys will see. We'll talk about a little bit more, finishing off 21 and 12, I think. But yeah, those one tap headshots are back, and I honestly could not be more happy recording this episode, to be honest with you. Next up, we got Dom on Rundown. Again, just highlighting how good it is when you can get that one shot. 31 and 11, which is pretty nice. Jumping back into another hard point on terminal. And here we come in with a nice cruise missile. I believe we end up getting 3 in Burger Town, and we do finish 35 and 16. And I wasn't able to get a clip of it, but we did get the first challenge completed. So getting the 50 kills, was done in that game. Watch this long shot here on high rise Dom, right off spawn. Again, that one tap headshot is just beautiful. As we push into the enemy spawn here, we get 1, get 2, 3 right in the head, 4 upper body right there. So we end up finishing this one 29 and 15. And I mean, our KDs so far have been at least over double positive for most of these games so far. So I mean, I've really enjoyed this gun. Domination on Scrapyard, we get 1, we get 2, we get 3. And I believe once the reload goes through, we do get 4, but man, there were so many guys outside there that could have been more. End up finishing 43 and 22. Jumping into the next map, Skid Row Hardpoint. In this match, we do have a little bit of a longer clip, but just to show you the versatility of this gun, again, all you need to hit is 2 shots with this thing, and you're in a good spot. So this guy's out to lunch, don't know what he's doing. Again, 2 shots and 2 shots. So again, the gun was a lot of fun to use. Finishing 39 and 25, again, almost double positive again. Jumping into an Afghan Dom, hopefully not repeating what we saw in the last episode. So we got a nice little again, medium range, 2 tap, then you're good. We got a couple guys coming around the corner. One guy baiting, being real annoying on that head glitch. He does end up killing us in the end, but his whole team comes around with 2 more there. And yeah, we end up falling to him, but again, just the amount of damage that this gun can do. Right here we can see we get the thick brush camo unlocked, so that's another camo that is down the hatch. And there's the last one. So already we've got all 4 camo challenges done. Again, we absolutely flew through this. Finished this game 24-13, as we have now already made it to the full gameplay portion of today's episode. So, as you guys saw, there was only 8 matches in the highs and lows portion, and this obviously being the 9th match. So I mean, it only took us that many games to fully complete this gun, at least up to gold. Platinum, you'll see that in one of the upcoming episodes. But I mean, you'll see in this camo, in this game, we are going for the gold camo for this gun. What that means, or I believe the challenge for this was get 10 kills with the laser sight attachment. So again, a real easy one if you ask me. Compared to some of the gold challenges out there, I'll definitely take just getting 10 kills with the laser sight. But here we are on Underpass, and I may have spoiled it a little bit at the start of the episode, but this is to date our highest kill game so far. I believe we end up with 51 kills, and I think it was 8,500 damage. So quite the game for us, as my boy Luke dies by either a car bomb or some random explosion in the kill feed back there. But yeah, this game, and I mean this gun, was a lot of fun to use, if I'm being completely honest, especially after following up using the the MCW 6.8. That gun, as you guys saw, was not fun to use. So using this one right after was a nice treat, if I'm being completely honest. So if we're really thinking about the gun as a whole, one of the things that I guess you could maybe say were the flaws in the gun would be the slower fire rate. It did shoot a lot slower than what you'd probably expect, and sometimes, you know, it just didn't hold up whenever you were fighting against a fully auto, whenever you're going up against a fully automatic gun. So maybe the slow rate of fire really had a little bit of an impact, and then as well, on top of that, it did kick a lot. It did kick a fair bit, so, you know, it took a little bit of time to kind of get used to that, but again, there weren't too many things to complain about. I mean, as obvious as it is here, I mean, we turn up in this game here, so it just shows you how beastly just getting those one-tap headshots are, and that's really the biggest. I mean, 3 in a matter of 3 seconds there, but that's really the thing that stood out the most with this gun, was really its ability to 1 to 2 shot kill people very reliably. I don't think, it was very, very rare that I think it 3 shot someone, but that was, I guess, at a further distance. But another thing that I really did like about this gun is that although the challenges were pretty much, I think, the exact same as the MCW, I was able to complete them way more naturally than I would have been with the other guns, but specifically the MCW. For example, the headshot challenge, the fact that you can get one-shot headshots with this gun made it so much easier to use. So you really kind of just got through the challenges with no problem as you were just playing the game, which is how it should be, I think. I'm not too sure. I'm sure you gotta like challenge yourself a little bit, which I mean is why it's probably called a challenge, but I think if it's able to flow naturally through the game, I think that those are the best kind of challenges, and well, with this gun, it was like that. And the biggest thing that I did like about this gun was that once you got used to it, the flaws actually turned into one of the things that made it strong and powerful. So what I mean by that is the two cons that I talked about was that it had a slow rate of fire and it had a lot of recoil. So the thing that I actually like about the gun is once you get used to it, you know how to time the rate of fire and the recoil so that it essentially, after you shoot once, when you get the timing right, you know when it's going to come back and recenter. And then when you do that, you're able to get into like a nice rhythm of how to shoot people with this gun, and it doesn't feel clunky or anything like that. Like, you can really just get a nice rhythm going with that kind of gun right there. So I mean, overall, this gun was truly a treat. I guess another thing that I hadn't really thought about was it took less games because I believe the gun had less overall levels. I think, you know, most guns probably have, what, 23, 24 to 28 levels usually in their gun, but I think for this one there was only 18. So because of that, you're able to get those challenges done quicker, and you get access to those challenges a lot quicker than you would normally with another gun, which I think just adds to the overall enjoyment of leveling up this gun. But again, I can't say enough about it. This gun was an absolute blast to use. I was really surprising myself with some of the kills that I was able to get, and it was really just a lot of fun. So I would highly recommend that you guys try out this gun and really give it a shot, because it's an underrated one, and if it gets put in the right hands, getting those headshots, I gotta tell you, there's nothing more satisfying than that. Again, one right there from across the map. We do end up going down here, but you can see towards the end of this game, we're using our pistol a little bit more, and I think that's because I'd already completed the challenge. So at that point, I was more so just focusing on trying to level up the pistol and getting challenges for that. So that's kind of where the gameplay's been going at here. But overall, like I said, 9 games. I think we ended with, I think this gun had a 1.5 KD after all of the games. If I look back at some of the games we had, our first game finished 17 and 14. Every other game we dropped at least close to a 2 KD, if not more. And I mean, you're really not going to complain, as we hit some really nice shots with that pistol. Again, that's a very underrated gun, is that pistol. But I mean, again, we're on 48 right now. All we need is 15 points to close the game out. I've kind of run out of things to say in particular, so we'll kind of just watch the game play out as we finish up here. But essentially, like I said, we need 15 more points. At this point, I think I was playing with the boys Luke, Joey, Cam, and Austin. So we did have a full 5-man. So winning those games was a lot easier, you know, as you guys all know. There we get nice 2. We weren't able to get the 3rd. It's just how it went with that gun. But as you guys can see, game is done. We finished with 51 kills. So on that, give the gun a shot, and definitely give it a shot, because it was a lot of fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you all in the next episode. Peace.